Last night in Chicago, Pedro left with the lead, but the White Sox won the game on a long ball by Joe Creedy. Bartolo to Boston for Casey Fossum was the hot topic on the hot stove. Tonight, the White Sox workhorse battles John Burkett, who's had a rough time on the road. Live from U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago, Illinois, Nesson presents Boston Red Sox baseball. Tonight, the Red Sox take on the Chicago White Sox. Hi, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, who's always joined by Jerry Remy. All the winter talk was about Bartolo Colon, and tonight the Red Sox face him.
Well, the Red Sox faced a tough pitcher last night. Burley pitched very well, and another one tonight in Cologne. Obviously a different style. Cologne, a power pitch, and the key to getting Cologne is getting him early, because if you don't get him early, he gets stronger as the game goes on.
Tonight, the Red Sox will have John Burkett on the mound. We've got it next for you on Nesson.
There's a place where driver's education is everyone's favorite subject. The Saab Aero Academy. 2 days of high-performance driving instruction with every new turbocharged Saab 95 Aero. This is the state of independence. And here, tuition is included. Welcome.
What is this, some kind of joke?
I don't get it.
Hey, your world has more depth than a sound bite, more dimension than your laptop. You want to have a point of view, to be a more interesting boyfriend, to get a job. Yes, you make a promise to be informed every day. A promise made in writing.
The Boston Globe, your world unfolding daily.
Did I mention one of the best sports sections in the country?
Millar sends it deeply to center field. Welcome to Boston, Kevin Millar.
Way back in, a monster shot for Kevin Millar.
Looks up, Millar goes yard. Red Sox take a 9-8 lead in the top of the 16th inning. Struck well to left. Up towards the monster seats and a monster mash for Kevin Millar. Makes it look easy, doesn't it? Good seats are still available by calling 877-RED-SOX-9.
Okay, we've got something borrowed, something blue, something old, something new. Something new. I don't have anything. I don't have anything new. Something new.
Introducing Dunkin' Donuts' refreshing new lemonade Coolada. For a new twist on lemonade, it's just the thing. Stop by Dunkin' Donuts and try our new refreshing lemonade Coolada. To quench your thirst, this delicious frozen drink is just the thing.
Jeep vehicles have proven themselves by winning more awards than any other brand of 4x4.
Now let us prove they're the best values in America.
During the Jeep Summer Sales Drive, where you'll get great deals on Jeep vehicles like Wrangler Rubicon, the most capable Jeep vehicle ever, and Liberty, the best-selling vehicle in its class.
Get 0% financing for 60 months or big cash allowances. Plus a 7-year, 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty on every one, including Grand Cherokee.
Let us prove we've got the best values in America. Hurry to your Jeep dealer today.
Boston Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, by your Boston area Lexus dealers, and by Citizens Bank. And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Cellular Field in Chicago as the Red Sox and the Chicago White Sox play Game 2 of this 4-game series. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Johnny Damon leads it off in center field. Todd Walker at second base, bats second. Nomar Garcia-Parra at shortstop. Manny Ramirez in left. Kevin Millar at first base. Trot Nixon in right. Bill Miller at third base. Jeremy Giambi back in there tonight. He's the DH. And Jason Varitek does the catching.
The defense tonight for the White Sox is brought to you by a Boston area Lexus dealers. Joe Creedy will be at third base. Jose Valentin, the shortstop. D'Angelo Jimenez at second and Frank Thomas at first. Left to right, Carlos Lee, Willie Harris, and Maglio Ordonez. Miguel Olivo behind the plate, and on the mound, Bartolo Colon. Start number 15 for Colon has a record of 6-6 with a 3.99 ERA. 5 complete games ties him with Mark Mulder for the lead in the American League. And a Colon always in the top 10 in strikeouts. He's got 70 on the season right now. And as we mentioned down in the open, you got to get him early, because here's a guy that really gets stronger as the game goes on. He'll be throwing 94, 95 early. He'll be throwing 95, 96 late.
The umpiring crew has Eric Cooper in behind the plate, Tim Timmons at first base, Matt Hollowell at second, and Bill Hahn, the umpire, at third.
Well, let's check the game notes brought to you by New England Toyota dealers. The Red Sox have won 4 of John Burkett's last 5 starts. 5 complete games, as I mentioned, for Colon, tied for first in the major leagues. And Ramirez, 8 home runs in his last 14 games, only 7 home runs in his first 54 games for the Red Sox. So Manny turning it on with the power.
Where available, tonight's broadcast can be heard in Spanish by using the SAP function on your TV set.
Buenas noches, amigos. Disfruten el juego.
Ready to go tonight is Bartolo Colon. This is the team that so many thought he might be going to in 2003. And Colon this season with a .500 record coming into tonight's outing. Ready to deal with Johnny Damon. And the first pitch of this one's in there for a strike.
One thing we can promise you from the start, the pace of this game will be much different than the one last night with Colon out there.
Rather a deliberate worker, especially with men on base.
And compared to Mark Burley, everybody's a deliberate worker.
That was amazing. Guy who's had some games under 2 hours. And last night just over 2 hours at 2:06. Strike 3 to Damon. Bartolo Colon starts his night off with a strikeout.
Now Johnny Damon complaining that ball was inside, but looks like a pretty good pitch from this side. You see that little tail on that fastball that'll come back and pick up the inside corner. Last time Colon pitched, he lost against San Francisco, but he struck out Bonds in that game 3 times.
He lost for the 3rd time in 4 starts last time out against the Giants, as he allowed 7 runs over 8 1/3 innings. And became the first pitcher since Anaheim Scott Schoenweis to strike out Bonds 3 times in a game. Colon, whose weight has been somewhat of an issue over the course of his career, is 5'11", 240 pounds. Todd Walker lifts it in the air to center field. Willie Harris is there, and there's 2 down.
Not only will you see the fastball from Colon, but you'll also see a changeup. He featured one of those to Johnny Damon, and the curveball from Bartolo Colon.
So 2 down, and here's Nomar. Marcia Parr checking in at .332, 10 homers and 47 runs batted in. Last year, Bartolo Colon, a 20-game winner combined between Cleveland and Montreal. He went 20-8 last season and ended up with 10 victories in each city, as he was 10-4 in Cleveland and mirrored that record in Montreal. 14-game winner the year before, 15 and 18. And last year, for the first time, a 20-game winner. Omar fouls off yet another.
Interesting comments from Grady Little prior to the game. He was asked about Colon and asked if he pushed hard for him in the offseason, and Grady's response was apparently not hard enough. So it sounds like Grady would have liked to have Colon on his staff.
Certainly made it sound that way. Omar, did he go? No, says Tim Timmons at first base. Well, certainly he was able to watch Bartolo Colon when he was in Cleveland. And got to know Bartolo there quite well and watch him on a regular 5-day rotation.
So those numbers against the Red Sox, 4 and 6, but he has won 3 of his last 4 starts against the Red Sox.
How about the coconut in the tree thing?
Yeah, that was quite a story.
Grady was talking about how Bartolo Colon gets stronger as the game goes on, and he asked Bartolo how he got such a strong arm, and Colon said that it was at home in Dominican when he would try to get coconuts out of trees. He would throw big rocks. The big rock throwing has led to what is a very strong arm. Bartolo Colon from the Dominican Republic resides there during the offseason as well. And 2-2 to Nomar. It's a foul back of the Red Sox dugout on the first base side.
Not quite as big a crowd here tonight. There was a promotion last night. It was, I think, 2 for 1 night. 2 tickets. If you buy one, you get one free. And had a very big crowd. As a matter of fact, it was the largest crowd since opening day last night. Tonight, back to normal here at Cellular Field.
Another 2-2. Struck him out. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox.
Right. Got it. Yeah. Well, that's great news. I appreciate it. Goodbye. Well, I've got some fantastic news.
I'm out of here.
No, it was Geico. Just saved myself a bunch of money on my car insurance.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
No matter how great the problems, skill and hard work make the difference. Hamill, Waxler, Allen, and Collins. Personal injury law.
Play the Route to Cool game from Dunkin' Donuts and MTV, and you could win a trip on a luxury tour bus to 3 concerts with 10 of your friends.
Is that who I think it is? Hi. Can I have your autograph? Please sign this for me.
You'll live like a rock star.
Who's Mark Nardi? Who's Doug Gould?
At least the bus part. Get a Dunkin' Donuts cold drink, go to dd.mtv.com and enter the code from your cup. The more codes you enter, the better your chances.
Behind them, a little too much fog. Ahead of them, a few too many people. But right now, life is perfect. Thanks to purple mountains, fruited plains, and the majestic power of an Acura TL.
Back at U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago as we take a look at the White Sox starting 9. Willie Harris leads it off at center. D'Angelo Jimenez at second. Frank Thomas at first. Maglio Ordonez in right. Carlos Lee in left. Jose Valentin at short. Paul Konerko the DH. Joe Creedy at third. And Miguel Olivo does the catching. And the first pitch from John Burkett.
Start number 13 for Burkett. Appearance number 14. Last time came in relief of Pedro Martinez. Pedro's first game off of the Saberless went 6 innings against St. Louis, giving up 8 hits and only 1 earned run. Not great success for Burkett in his career against Chicago. 1-3. That's in 6 starts with a 7.44 ERA.
38-year-old John Burkett. 0-2 out of the reach of Bill Miller and down the line into left. Harris heading for 2 as Ramirez gets it back in quickly, and Harris is just in safely. Wow. A bang play at second base.
Manny very close there to picking up his 6th assist of the season. 0-2 mistake by Burkett, leaves it on the outside corner, and Harris slaps it down that left field line. Now Manny gets over very quickly, able to play the ball barehanded, and almost had Harris at second base. Just got the foot in before the tag by Todd Walker.
So a leadoff double for Willie Harris. The White Sox have a runner in scoring position right out of the gate tonight. Here's D'Angelo Jimenez, the second baseman. Well, he's bunting one foul. Runners on Jimenez so far. 7 homers and 22 runs batted in. Those could be a big outing tonight for John Burkett, as he has been roughed up a little bit. 4-3 coming into tonight's action. Casey Fossum not far from returning for the Red Sox, and some decisions really need to be made about the starting rotation coming up very soon, whether Byung-Hyun Kim stays in the rotation and some of the other moves the Red Sox will be forced to make here in a very short period of time.
Seems like every time he starts here, we say it's a very big start for John Burkett.
Seems that way. 2-1.
I think more than any other time today, Grady Little sounded more and more like a guy that was going to put Fossum in the bullpen when he returns. Complete turnaround from yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday he said, well, we're not sure, we think we like him as a starter, but today it sounded pretty much like he's going to the bullpen, which would mean that the 5 spot would be up for grabs between Burkett and Ryan Roop if Fossum goes to the bullpen, because I don't think they have any intentions of taking Kim out of the starting rotation right now, at least.
We'll be looking as this one is hit pretty well to right field. Nixon headed back. Jimenez has taken it up and off the wall. Willie Harris had to wait. He's coming around to score with the first White Sox run of the night. They lead it 1-0.
D'Angelo Jimenez didn't miss hitting a home run here by very much. About halfway up that wall that's in front of the Red Sox bullpen. Nixon back to the track, turns around and plays it off the screen. So a couple of early doubles, back-to-back doubles, and the White Sox have a very quick lead. 7 pitches in, they have the 1-0 lead.
So Jimenez at second, back-to-back doubles, and now you get into the heart of this White Sox order. Frank Thomas with 16 home runs on the season. So had very good numbers against John Burkett over the last 2 games. Thomas has been held hitless, going 0 for 4, and has struggled on the current homestand. Has picked it up in the home run department. He has 6 home runs in the last 11 games. He has been playing regularly now back at first base. Has now started 17 of the last 19 games. This is towards the gap in left center field, and that'll get down and roll to the track in the wall. Jimenez comes around to score, and 3 doubles out of the gate for the White Sox, and they lead it 2-0. Things not starting very well tonight for John Burkett.
Now, Frank Thomas has always had great success against Burkett. Thomas can really get comfortable against a guy like John Burkett. We saw last night how uncomfortable he looks against a hard thrower like Pedro Martinez. Not intimidated by Burkett, and hits that double in the gap in left center field.
You know, you're right. You're watching him last night, and it amazes me because he is one of the biggest, strongest guys in the major leagues. And truly, he is intimidating.
Well, he's never liked the ball inside. Never. You always see him flinch on the ball inside corner pitches. He's always jumped back from. But, you know, I mean, this is one of the great players in baseball. But everybody, a lot of people are intimidated by Pedro Martinez.
No doubt about that. Maglia Ordonez.
But, you know, Don, there are certain comfort levels you have against certain pitches, obviously. And players are not uncomfortable facing John Burkett. He's not a hard thrower.
Ordonez Still nobody out of the inning, and he cranks it down the right field line. It is bending, and it is hit the pole. And is it gone? Yes, it is. No. They're going to award him second base and the plate for Thomas. And some conversation will take place here as Tim Timmons doing all kinds of pointing over there at first base. It's the top of the fence and then the pole, so he's saying a double, and they'll award Thomas the plate, and the White Sox will have a 3-0 lead, and here comes Grady Little.
Well, I'll tell you what, Timmons made about 7 different signals out there, and I couldn't follow any one of them.
No, I was watching him, which was a mistake.
Oh, I see it. The ball looks like it hit in fair territory, then off the foul pole, and then into the stands.
I think he makes the right call, though.
Yeah, which would make it the ground rule double.
That's the 4th double in a row off John Burkett, and already the White Sox lead it 3-0.
So what Timmons is saying, that ball hit the fence, then hit the foul pole, and then went into the stands for the ground rule double. And it looks like on the replay he got it right.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I was watching him, and he was giving all kind of different signs.
He pointed in 3 different directions at one point. And I was waiting for the home run sign that never came. Carlos Lee stands in. 4 doubles in a row for the first 4 hitters tonight to face John Burkett. Fouled off the right side.
I wonder what the record is for starting off a game with the most doubles.
AL record is 5.
5? It's amazing, Don, how you have that knowledge.
Just came to me right before you asked.
Unbelievable.
Took me a second. This is popped up foul off the right side. Burkett trying to record the first out of his outing here tonight. Ordonez with his walking lead off second. And it's sent foul off the right side. Seventh career start against the White Sox for Burkett, his first since September of '99. 1-3 against Chicago with a high ERA of 7.44 in his career against the White Sox. 2-2 now to Carlos Lee. Only the 4th time he's actually pitched here in Chicago, formerly known as Comiskey Park. 0-1 here in Chicago. In the air to left. This will send Manny back shy of the warning track to make the catch for out number 1. And bluffing at second base was Ordonez, who goes back with 1 away.
While we got the chance, let's take a look at the Red Sox defense, brought to you by your Boston area Lexus dealers. Bill Miller at third base, Nomar at shortstop, Todd Walker at second, and Kevin Millar at first. Left to right, Ramirez, Damon, and Nixon, and Jason Veritek once again doing the catching.
So 1 down here in the inning, and it brings up Jose Valentin. The shortstop, the switch hitter, bats from the left side against the right-hander. Valentin last night was 0 for 3. He walked. And is 0 for 7 over the last 2 games. The Chicago team that comes in 3rd to the bottom of the list in batting average in the American League. They check in at 243. As as a team. They have really not hit. They've got some very good hitters on this team. We're having some bad years. They've come out swinging here tonight in game 2 of the series. Emmanuel certainly on the hot seat in his 6th year as the manager of the Chicago White Sox. They come from behind victory here last night in game 1 of the series. Valentine goes lunging and strikes out. John Burkett really needed that. 2 down.
Well, this White Sox lineup now, I'm not sure about this season, but certainly last year was a very good fastball hitting team. So the more Burkett can change speeds and throw that big slot curveball and keep these guys off balance, maybe the better chance he'll have. There is no activity out in the Red Sox bullpen. We did see a couple of guys loosening up, but nobody throwing.
Well, here's one of the more disappointing guys around the league this year after what he's done the last couple. Konerko hitting under 200 at 199. And the power number is certainly off. 3 homers and 17 runs batted in. Born in Providence, Rhode Island. And a former first-round draft choice of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Field line, but makes its way foul. Out ahead of that pitch. And Veritek out to talk to John Burkett. And Bartolo Colon now working with a 3-0 advantage as he waits to take the hill again after a 1-2-3 first inning with 2 strikeouts. And as Jerry mentioned, he's got a pattern. If you don't get to him early, you may not get to him at all. Konerko lifts this in the air to shallow center. Up goes Todd Walker, who's calling. And the Red Sox second baseman makes the catch, but the White Sox lead it 3-0.
To move about the country.
Counting down.
Measuring traffic congestion. Here we go.
Tickets for the Rat Boys now on sale. Call now. Pick up the phone. Call now.
One concert could generate hundreds of thousands of calls in an instant. At SBC, if we can handle hurricanes, floods, and earthquakes, we can handle the Rad Boys. Ready for anything.
Hello? Any more tickets?
SBC.
The Hyundai Santa Fe, a comparison. More standard features than a Toyota RAV4. All for over $1,000 less when comparably equipped. And only the Santa Fe is protected by America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. Looks like we have a winner. Test drive the Hyundai Santa Fe, nicely equipped for just $17,044 at your Hyundai dealer. Hurry in and get a 2003 Santa Fe with $1,000 cash back or 0% APR at your local Hyundai dealer.
For extra convenience, extra value, and extra service, stop at Extra Mart. When you're on the go, you need a little extra. Fuel up on Extra Mart's Deli Joe sandwiches, Brew Boy coffee, and more. For your car, Extra Mart offers the brands you know at competitive prices.
All month at Extra Mart, pick up very fine Fruit 2.0 or Fruit 2.0 Plus for just 99 cents. Tastes great, no carbs or calories.
With over 150 locations throughout New England, be smart. Shop Extra Mart.
Back at Chicago, White Sox on top 3-0. And Bartolo Colon starting Manny Ramirez off. With strike 1 as Colon enjoyed a 1-2-3 first inning, 2 strikeouts and a flyout. As he made quick work of Damon, Walker, and Garcia Parra in the first inning. And It's 0-2.
Manny 4 for 9 in his career against his old teammate in Cleveland.
Manny with a home run yesterday. Now has 7 home runs in June. As he sends this one foul down the third base line. Had 8 home runs in April and in May combined, but he's had 7 home runs so far in the month of June. So the weather has warmed up, and so is the home run swing for Manny Ramirez, who stroked his 15th of the year last night. A line drive shot. Didn't take very long to get out of here. And that was surrendered by Mark Burley, but that would be the last run the Red Sox could come up with. As the White Sox got a big 3-run home run from Joe Creedy and won the game 4-2. And he goes lunging after that pitch and strikes out already, the 3rd K of the night for Bartolo Colon.
Well, hit the road with the Red Sox August 1st through the 3rd as they travel to take on the Orioles at Camden Yards. The 3-day package includes round-trip airfare, accommodations, tickets for all 3 games, and meals. For more information or to reserve your spot, call 1-800-336-2267.
Colon impressive so far as Kevin Millar stands in. Millar getting that average back up to the 300 mark. 10 homers and 45 runs batted in. Over the last 10 games, Millar's been pretty hot, hitting at .351. 3 home runs over the last 10 games. It's this pretty well to left field. A line drive shot that is gone into the bullpen. Kevin Millar with his 11th home run of the year, and the Red Sox are onto the board, now trailing 3-1.
Colon's given up quite a few home runs. That's number 12 on the season. He only trails Burley by 1, who leads the team in home runs allowed. That was a little bit similar to the one Manny hit last night, a line drive home run. Didn't quite carry as far as Manny's, but in the same general direction.
And the result is the same, a solo home run. There's Nixon. The Red Sox facing a left-hander last night. Nixon with the night off. Last played on Sunday and is riding a 6-game hitting streak coming into tonight's action. In fact, he's hit safely in 15 of the last 16 games. Fouls that one off himself as it jumped back up onto Trot.
Back-to-back changeups from Colon to Trot Nixon.
So Millar with home run number 11. And he breaks up a string of the first 4 retired tonight by Bartolo Colon. In the air to right field, struck pretty well. Ordonez heading back, looking up, and that ball is gone. Back-to-back jacks for the Red Sox here in the 2nd inning. Millar and Nixon both going deep, and the Red Sox are back within a run. It's 3-2 Chicago.
Seven-game hitting streak for Trot Nixon, right back in the game of the Red Sox. Back-to-back home runs. Millar, now Nixon on the fastball. I'll tell you what, he can't be throwing that hard right now because that ball was away from Nixon. He still was able to hook it into the Red Sox bullpen for a home run.
It's the 4th time this season the Red Sox have gone back-to-back. 2nd time Nixon's been involved. And here's Bill Miller. Tardy on the cut, quickly down 0-2.
That's probably the best fastball Colon has thrown in this inning.
There remember that Jason Varitek and Trot Nixon went back-to-back in Milwaukee as part of that terrific comeback for Boston. And here Nixon goes back-to-back with Kevin Millar. Cologne with the 1-2. Strike 3 to Miller. Fourth strikeout for Bartolo. Cologne 2 down.
It looks like the back-to-back home runs angered Cologne a little bit because of the fastballs that a little more zip on it to Bill Miller. Outside corner with that fastball at 96 miles an hour.
Two down. Here's Jeremy Giambi, who gets a start tonight. The DH for the Red Sox.
Now this question was posed also to Grady Little. Why Giambi, not Ortiz? And Ortiz's number is not that great against Cologne. Giambi 1 for 10 against Cologne. That one hit a home run.
Fouled off the left side. 1-1. We see David before the end of the night. Not getting the start tonight. There are the numbers. Also has walked 3 times. We talked about Cologne's great year last year, his first 20-win season. Not only was he 20-8, but he had a pretty good ERA, 2.93, 8 complete games. In his time between Montreal and Cleveland, he was retained from Montreal by the White Sox for infielder Jorge Nunez, for Rocky Beidel, Orlando Hernandez, and Jeff Leeper going to the Expos. Trade was made on January 15th during the offseason. Giambi will take the walk, 4th walk that he has had against Cologne in his career, a 2-out walk. Giambi aboard. Here's Jason Varitek. 287, 10 homers, and 34 runs batted in. Over the last 26 games, Varitek has hit at .329. And raised his average from .253 up to .287, where it currently sits. Getting into tonight's action. Del Olivo, the catcher tonight, out to talk to Bartolo Colon. Varitek pretty good against Cologne in his career. Varitek's into double figures in home runs already this year, with 10 on the season. And a pinch hit home run Thursday against St. Louis in the 9th inning to tie the game. Of course, that was the 13-inning affair the Red Sox finally lost. It was the 4th career pinch hit home run for Jason Varitek. A 1-1. Chopped outside of first and foul. Wallace Williams will pick it up.
I think this is the most changeups I've ever seen Cologne throw in any game he's ever pitched against the Red Sox. We're only in the 2nd inning. And he's thrown a lot of changeups tonight.
Ron Cooper, the pitching coach here in Chicago. 35 of them so far for Cologne, working with 2 outs. Giambi at first. Varitek got after that. 5th strikeout for Cologne. The Red Sox get 2 back. It's 3-2 Chicago.
When we designed the Nissan Altima, we put our foot down and came up with a thrilling Nissan engine. A class-leading oversized interior and a breakthrough design. And now, just announced, the 2003 Nissan Altima with a $219 per month lease. Nissan Altima.
You have the ultimate power to look better, to be stronger, to redefine your body and yourself. Introducing the Bowflex Ultimate. Quite possibly the best home fitness machine ever made. In as little as 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week, you can get real results that can change your entire body. With over 90 health club quality exercises and up to 410 pounds of resistance, it's like having an entire gym in your home. Bowflex is so effective that we guarantee you'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less. Own the new Bowflex Ultimate with no money down and monthly payments lower than many health club dues. Call and ask for a free video and brochure, and check out the entire Bowflex lineup, or visit us on the web at BowflexUltimate.com today. The new Bowflex for ultimate results.
The Hyundai Elantra, a comparison. More standard features and a more powerful engine than a Honda Civic LX. All for over $2,000 less when comparably equipped. And only the Elantra is protected by America's best warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. Looks like we have a winner. Test drive the Hyundai Elantra. Nicely equipped for just $12,699 at your Hyundai dealer. Hurry into the Hyundai winning season event and get $1,000 cash back or 0% APR through June 30th.
Back in Chicago, 3-2 White Sox on top as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Last night's hero for the White Sox, Joe Creedy, will lead it off as he hit his 6th home run of the year last night, a 3-run shot off Ryan Roop. And the check swing grounder foul over by the Red Sox dugout. Creedy's home run combined with some pretty good pitching last night from the White Sox. Their starter, Mark Burley, did a fine job, and the return of Tom Gordon pitched very well here last night for Chicago, an inning of relief. And it appeared to have great velocity as Creedy fouls it off the right side. I know you were talking about it in the pregame, but that was quite an outing for Tom Gordon.
Yeah, it was, Don. You know, that's the first time I've seen Tom pitch in a long time in person, and I'll tell you, 96 miles an hour with the fastball, and still has that very good curveball. You wonder if it's a one-time thing. So I went over and I was speaking with Hawk Harrelson, who obviously has got to watch him all season long. He said, no, he's been good all season, and he's able to come back, pitch back-to-back days.
Here's Hawk.
There's the Hawk.
Looks terrific. Popped up right side. Millar calling, so is Todd Walker, who steps in front of Millar to make the catch for the first down of the inning. Boston Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Bob's Stores, by Coors Light, and by Volvo. There was a cover of Sports Illustrated that I saw. It's actually in one of the hallways at Fenway by the 406 Club.
The Hawk, man. I know you're talking about with the leisure suit.
Yeah.
The medallions.
It's like a big medallion outside the suit.
It wasn't really a leisure suit. A Nehru jacket, they used to call it.
Is that right?
The Hawk was the man. I mean,
had it going on a little bit.
Styling with batting gloves. You know, he was one of the first guys to style with the batting glove. But he'd come to the ballpark. He'd come to Fenway with a fur coat draped over his shoulder.
During the summer.
Oh, yeah.
The team of him and Dick Stockton was the first TV team that I remember as a kid.
They boycotted when he got traded to Cleveland.
1-1 will miss. 2-1. Well, he's very popular here in Chicago, that's for sure.
Geez, he's been here a long time. Actually, at one point was the general manager of the Chicago White Sox and made the wise move by going back to the booth.
Miguel Olivo, who catches here tonight. 3-1 sent foul down the right field line. A full count. doubles out of the gate in the first inning for the White Sox, leading to 3 Chicago runs. Since then, Burkett has retired 4 in a row. And this one sliced foul down the right field line. Still a full count to Olivo. And a game-winning 2-run home run on June 10th against the San Francisco Giants. He has 4 home runs this year. And another foul ball. Started 17 of the last 18 games. Last night we saw Josh Paul catch the first game of the series, but Miguel Olivo back in there tonight. Grounded by the mound. Nomar is there. Tough throw. Millar digs it out in time to get Olivo 2 down.
Now things have quieted down for John Burkett since he's been throwing that big slow curveball. He's got a number of outs on it after that barrage back in the first inning of 4 straight doubles. Struck out Valentin on the curveball, got Konerko on the curveball, got Creedy on the curveball, and now gets Olivo on the curveball.
2 down for Willie Harris, who doubled his last time up and came around to score Chicago's first run. As Burkett goes second time through the order now and grabs the outside corner for a strike. Willie Harris was just called up prior to last night's ball game, as he had been doing his work with the Charlotte Knights in AAA. He's called up trying to drag bunt his way on, but fouls it down the first base line.
On the Saberless for a long period of time with a bad shoulder. And stepped in last night against Pedro and got a couple of hits in that ball game. Conversation going on between Veritek and Cooper, the home plate umpire. I wonder if it may be about the possibility of Harris being out of the box when he bunted the ball. That happened back on that homestand against the Red Sox, but was not called.
Veritek framing it there for a split second, but Eric Cooper not biting. Next pitch for Burkett will be the 40th of the night already as he works here in the second inning. John's 14th appearance overall, his 13th start of the year. Off speed and sent in the air to right. Trot Nixon coming on. That's a 1-2-3 second inning for John Burkett. We've played 2, 3-2 Chicago.
For extra convenience, extra value, and extra service, stop at Extra Mart. When you're on the go, you need a little extra. Fuel up on Extra Mart's Deli Joe sandwiches, Brew Boy coffee, and more. For your car, Extra Mart offers the brands you know at competitive prices.
All month at Extra Mart, pick up very fine Fruit 2-0 or Fruit 2-0 Plus for just 99 cents. Tastes great, no carbs or calories.
With over 150 locations throughout New England, be smart. Shop Extra Mart.
Think any truck compares to F-150 or Super Duty? Look again. F-Series, the #1 selling truck in America. Super Duty, more pulling power than any truck on the planet. And F-150 was named the highest-ranked full-size pickup in initial quality by J.D. Power & Associates. To celebrate Ford's 100th anniversary, get an F-150 or Super Duty with 0 financing for up to 60 months or up to $3,000 cash back. Only at your New England Ford dealer.
If you haven't looked at Ford lately, look again.
I will not be afraid of the dark.
I will not feel guilty leaving my dog alone.
I will know my children are safe.
I will go on vacation and finally be able to relax.
At
ADT, we're always there, helping more people feel safe in more ways than any other security company in America. A single ADT system can help protect your home and family from burglary, fire, and carbon monoxide. You'll be connected to our customer monitoring center, where ADT professionals are watching out for you around the clock. So when an alarm is triggered, we can call for help right away.
I will live my life.
My life.
My life.
On my terms!
Call now and get a complete ADT system at a price you can afford, plus save up to 20% on your homeowner's insurance. ADT, always there.
Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy back in Chicago, ready for the third inning. And Johnny Damon leads it off as he struck out looking in the first inning. Bartolo Colon with 5 strikeouts over the first 2 innings. And Johnny Damon was one of those strikeouts. Working Damon away here and falls behind him 3-0. Damon had words with Eric Cooper, the home plate umpire, last time up, as he went down looking. There's a strike. 3-1. There's a strike on the outside corner and a full count.
Johnny Damon dropped down in the lineup for a couple of days, and then since moving back into the leadoff position, he's hitting .310. He's right now on a 6-game hitting streak.
Line out of the reach of Frank Thomas and into right field. Johnny Damon with a base hit. First time in the game the Red Sox have the lead man on.
Well, it's not too late to order your 2003 subscription to Red Sox Magazine, the official Red Sox magazine. Receive all 7 editions of this expanded magazine while supplies last. For details and ordering information, please send an email to soxpubs@redsox.com.
Nice job. Nice job. Sorry about that.
That's all right. I was stunned. They said read promo, and there was no promo.
They gave it to me instead.
You stole it.
I stole it. Frank Thomas will hold on Johnny Damon at first base. Todd Walker flied out to center field his first time up. Let's play at first, but back is Johnny Damon.
Pretty quick move by Colon to first base there. Johnny Damon had to dive back and just barely got back in time. Little stutter step towards second base, and that's why it was so close.
Walker lines it to right field. That'll fall in front of Ordonez for a base hit. And Damon up 90 feet to second base. The first 2 Red Sox reach here in the third inning.
Now the value of Todd Walker all season long, hitting out of that number 2 spot. I mean, he has been absolutely outstanding as a number 2 hitter. Gets a changeup again from Colon and hooks that ball into right field for the base hit. Unfortunately, it was hit so hard it was 1 hop to the outfielder, and that held Damon to second base. Tell you what, he was not in the lineup last night, and he was missed in that starting lineup.
Jerry Manuel coming out with the trainer. Something's wrong here with Bartolo Colon.
Looks like they're looking at Colon's hand.
A couple times he said he's fine. And now Jose Valentin talking for him here. And Jerry Manuel make sure that he's all right. And apparently he is. So back-to-back base hits for the Red Sox to begin things here in the third inning. Damon, then Walker. And now Colon will have to deal with Nomar Garciaparra, who he struck out swinging in the first inning.
See that little squeeze on the bottom of the screen? The Hillenbrand going on the DL, 15-day DL with another oblique muscle pull. Boy, that's been a popular injury.
I did not see that. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What is a squeeze?
That's when the pitcher squeezes smaller and they put that information at the bottom of the screen.
They'll go play at second and Damon back in plenty of time.
You know, the out-of-town scores. Well, they had the news up there about Hillenbrand, and of course they call that in the television business a squeeze.
Really? I didn't know that.
I didn't until about a second ago.
The 0-1. Omar grounds it left side, softly cut off by the third baseman, and the force out at second base of Todd Walker. Joe Creedy on the move. A ball that was up and away, and Nomar to go out and get it. Softly grounds it left side.
And Nomar was fooled there on the curveball from Bartolo Colon, and Creedy really made the only play he could, and that's to go to second base to get the force. He would not have gotten Garciaparra at first base. Colon gets the first out of the inning.
There's Manny, who struck out his first time up. Colon with 5 Ks for the first 2 innings, does not have one here in the third so far. Manny late on the cut. Appearing in his 69th game of the year. The only member of the Red Sox to play in every game so far this season. He sends it foul off the right side. 0-2.
I missed one there. He had a hanging breaking ball from Colon and fouled it off to the opposite direction.
Field set up pretty deep for Ramirez. They are straight away from Manny, but they are situated deeply out there. Damon at third, Garciaparra at first, 1 down. Red Sox trailing by a run, 3-2. As they bat here in the top half of the third inning. Fouled back and below us. You're right, a smaller crowd here tonight, but still not a bad sized crowd in Chicago. Last night they had 30 plus. It was a giveaway night. And again, very comfortable conditions here tonight in Chicago on the cool side. So used to being very humid when the Red Sox are here. The 0-2. Manny sends it into deep right center field. Willie Harris on the move, looking up. It's gone. A 3-run home run for Manny Ramirez. The Red Sox take the 5-3 lead with 1 swing of the bat.
Well, Manny had a couple of breaking balls and that at bat to really do some damage on. He missed one. He fouled it off, but he didn't miss this one. Such a good hitter. Takes that breaking ball and drives it to right center field. Instead of pulling the ball, stays on it a little bit longer and drives it the other way for the home run, providing a lot of his own power on that ball. Boy, Colon has been not very impressive at all. Three-run lead to start off the game, and he has not been able to shut down the Red Sox at all.
Well, John Burkett certainly a fan of what has taken place here as the Red Sox have come back and erased what was a very difficult beginning tonight for John Burkett. He gave up 3 runs right out of the gate in his outing. The Red Sox had 3 home runs in the game. Millar and Nixon with solo shots, and most recently a 3-run home run by Manny Ramirez.
I don't know if there is something wrong with Colon. I mean, we saw Emmanuel go out to the mound. He told him he was okay, but I mean, it looks like he's not into this at all.
There's so much talk about Bartolo Colon even now. He'll be a free agent at the end of this year. I wonder if an outing like this will quiet some for a while, if indeed he is all right. To left center field, and it'll fall. Cut off out there at center by Willie Harris. Millar's thinking too. The throw to second base is not in time.
I don't quite understand it, Don. You know, there's a guy that throws 96 miles an hour, and he's thrown an awful lot of off-speed pitches to Red Sox hitters. Here's another curveball, and again right out over the plate. And Millar into that gap. Millar takes a gamble by going for 2. I don't think he was even at first base when Harris got that ball. Here's the throw. There's 2 bounces, and he just barely beats it at second base. But I don't, you know, I'm watching a guy who can just overpower people, and yet he's trying to finesse people in this game. A lot of changeups, a lot of curveballs.
Will that lead you to believe that there is something wrong with him then?
I have no idea. I really don't. But it's certainly not the style of pitching that we're accustomed to seeing from Bartolo Colon.
Well, action now in the Chicago bullpen for the first time tonight. As Don Cooper, the pitching coach, was out there. Looks like a left-hander will begin to warm in the Chicago bullpen.
That's got to be Sanders, the left-hander.
How about Manny Ramirez, who had 8 home runs in April and May in 2 months, and here on June 17th has had 8 home runs in the month of June. And a 3-run home run this inning to give the Red Sox a 5-3 lead. This has hit a ton, but foul down the right field line.
And Manny now with 56 RBI, and that'll put him 4th in the league behind Delgado, Garrett Anderson, and Vernon Wells. Delgado with 76, Garrett Anderson 62, and Vernon Wells 61.
One to Nixon. 2-1. And again, Bartolo Colon not using the hard stuff we're so used to seeing from Colon. Nixon took him deep. Last time up, Trout's 9th home run of the season. And kind of a half-hearted swing that time. 2-2. With a home run, Trot has now hit safely in 7 straight games as some of the Red Sox start to get rolling with the hitting streaks. In the air to left center field. Here comes Willie Harris, the center fielder, calling and catching out number 2. Millar remains at second base with 2 down. Two down for Bill Miller. One of 5 strikeout victims for Bartolo Colon. quickly 0-2 to Bill Miller. I mentioned that Cologne was a 20-game winner last year. One of only 2 pitchers to win at least 10 games in each league in the same season. 0-2, a miss. The other guy was Hank Barrowai. I hope I'm saying his name right. From 1945. And the Chicago Cubs, who also won 10 games in each league in one season. And struggling tonight is Bartolo Colon, the 1-2. Held on to by Levo. Evens up at 2-2. The 3rd inning, the Red Sox with a 3-run inning so far, lead it 5-3. Stays at 2-2 to Bill Miller. Bartolo Colon, a guy that will give you 200 innings year in and year out. He's already thrown 105 innings this season as he misses with the 2-2, and Miller had been down 0-2, but now it's a full count. First base is open, and Jeremy Giambi waits on deck.
Well, look, it's on base here. Colon might be facing his last guy in this game.
So David Sanders out there in the bullpen is ready as he's just kind of looking on. Got him. He ends the inning, but the Red Sox come up with 3 and lead it 5-3.
About the country.
And now to liven up the night shift,
Think any small SUV compares to Ford Escape? Look again. Escape comes equipped with a V6 engine, automatic, 6 CD changer, power moonroof, keyless entry, AC, 16-inch aluminum wheels, and more. That's why Escape was named Best Small SUV. Now that Ford is celebrating its 100th anniversary, you can get an Escape XLT 4x4 for only $259 a month. Get to your New England Ford dealer now, because once they're gone, they're gone. If you haven't looked at Ford lately, come on and look again.
Whether you're on a straightaway or a twisted road, Kumho's always ready for the unexpected. Ultra-high performance, passenger, and truck tires. World-class quality and value. Kumho. Way to go.
Back at U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. Red Sox now on top 5-3. 5 unanswered runs. 2 in the second, 3 in the third. All powered by home runs in this one for the Red Sox. Solo home runs for Kevin Millar and Trot Nixon. 3-run shot by Manny Ramirez. D'Angelo Jimenez to lead it off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and John Burkett falls behind 2-0.
Last night at this time, we're in the 7th inning.
White Sox play very fast games on the whole. As that one's a strike for Jimenez. White Sox average time a game 2 hours and 39 minutes. And that's 10 minutes down from last year's total. They played 2 hour and 49-minute games. The White Sox are trying a lot of different things this season. They've used 61 different starting lineups in 69 games this season. Jerry Manuel has not used the same starting lineup in consecutive games this season. Not even once. They've used their opening day starting lineup just 4 times all year. So he's jumbled it up pretty good in efforts to get them going. Line to left, falling fast, but foul outside the line, and Jimenez will have to come on back.
If you watched the game last night, you know, we mentioned the fact that we're staying in this 5-star hotel here in Chicago, and I did some research today. It is one of the top hotels in the country.
I believe that.
It's a 4 Seasons. I had something happen to me here that I've never, ever had happen in any hotel that I've ever stayed in.
Really?
Unbelievable.
My interest here. The 3-2. Strike 3. Jimenez is gone. So second strikeout for John Burkett. Go ahead.
I very seldom eat breakfast, you know, but yesterday I got up, had a workout. I forgot to mention this yesterday, and came back and I felt like having breakfast, like a late breakfast. So I order. Up comes the thing. They bring the whole table, the whole works, you know, it folds up, gives you a big table. You by yourself, you read the paper, you do all this stuff. All of a sudden, the guy's got a toaster. So I've never seen this before in a hotel. So I said, what's the toaster for? They don't toast your toast until they bring you food to your room, and you toast it yourself. Have you ever had a toaster delivered to your room?
This morning was the first time I've ever had that happen.
But in any other hotel?
Never.
Unbelievable.
But see, I don't like it.
I burnt my first 2. I burned them. But then the second time I put the dial down a little bit, and the toast came out perfect.
So I can't make toast. I don't want to make my own toast. I ordered room service. I want them to make the toast.
Yeah, but if you make it yourself, it's nice and crisp.
Room service. The whole idea of room service is to have them serve you.
They do. They bring up the toaster. They bring. I imagine. Maybe the oven comes up tomorrow if you order something, you know, like a turkey or something. I don't know. It's unbelievable. 5 stars, this place.
Hey, Thomas sends it foul down the left field line. 1-2 the count. So you want more of this? You want more food delivered that you make in your room?
Let me tell you something. I told you last night, I wish I was a man of great wealth, because I could live this lifestyle without any problem at all.
1-2. It's in there for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for John Burkett. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by your Lincoln Mercury dealers, by LoJack, and by Aflac. Two down here in the last of the 3rd inning. John Burkett has pieced together back-to-back strikeouts. 3 Ks in all tonight, and here's Maglio Ordonez, who pops it up left side. Omar Garcia Parra equidistant between 2nd and 3rd, makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Burkett. 5-3 Boston.
Red Sox fans are. I try as best I can to stop underage drinking, but I can't do it alone. We bring these kids in and all they get is a slap on the wrist, and then they're at it again. We need help from everyone, including parents and judges. Otherwise, we're all part of the problem. And we become just another tool to help them drink.
Since 1975, the enforcement of minimum drinking age laws has saved over 17,000 lives. Say nothing, do nothing, stop nothing.
Hey, I'm a bartender, not a parent. Someone underage wants to drink? What do I care? I'm just trying to make the register ring, okay? If they're not drinking here, they're gonna go somewhere else. Who's it hurting anyhow? Can't they have some fun too?
Ignore underage drinking and you open up a way for them to drink. An average of 42 people under the age of 21 die every week in alcohol-related crashes. Say nothing, do nothing, stop nothing.
Hi, I'm John Scherer, CEO and founder of Video Professor. Well, I'm the one that makes computer learning quick and easy with these CD-ROM lessons from Video Professor. I'm so confident that my product will work for you that I'm going to send you any one of our $60 lessons absolutely free. If you're serious about learning to run the computer once and for all, try my product.
To get your free computer learning CD, you must call now. Call 1-800-680-7980.
Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts, by Jeep, and by Samuel Adams Boston Lager. Top of the fourth inning back at U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. Red Sox on top 5-3. And Jeremy Giambi lead it off. Looked as if Bartolo Colon may not make it out of the last inning, but he struck out Bill Miller to end the inning and is back out there for the fourth inning. Giambi walked his first time up. And the strike evens it up at 1-1. Giambi, Varitek, and Johnny Damon out here in the top of the fourth inning. Giambi really has not been able to get in any kind of groove for any extended time this season for the Red Sox. It's been a disappointing year for Jeremy so far, hitting at 176 coming into tonight's game. Look at the numbers for Jeremy Giambi over the last few years, and he's had a much better time of it. Home run numbers, average. It's not been there for him so far this season. Strikes out this time for the first out of the fourth inning. It's time now for our Aflac trivia question. And the question, what three Red Sox played in the 1983 All-Star game at Comiskey Park? If I'm not mistaken, one of them hit a grand slam in that game.
Left-handed hitter.
Yeah. I'll have the answer for you in the next half inning. And I think it's the only grand slam in the All-Star game. One down. Jason Varitek struck out his first time up.
Now, the left-handed hitter I'm thinking about was not with the Red Sox at that time.
Line down the left field line, and this will be a foul ball.
I was thinking of Freddie Lynn, but Freddie Lynn was in Anaheim.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of. He hit a grand slam, didn't he?
I think he did, yeah.
Oh, I think they have the Lynn grand slam.
Old Comiskey Park, right across the street. It is now a big parking lot for the new ballpark. If Freddie Lynn would have stayed in Boston his whole career, I really think if he'd stayed healthy, be a guy you'd be talking about probably going to the Hall of Fame.
One of those, this is chopped to second base. Varitek is out number 2. He's one of the classic examples of some of the things that have happened to players that have left Boston that never really had the careers that they did in Boston.
I think Boston just pushed him enough, you know, to get him to that next level that he played at when he was with the Red Sox. He had one of the best years I ever saw anybody have, 1979. He hurt his, I think he broke a toe the last month or 3 weeks of that season.
Johnny Damon out after the first pitch sends it to left. Carlos lead for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3-4th for Cologne. Red Sox lead at 5-3.
free to move about the country.
When we designed the Nissan Altima, we put our foot down and came up with a thrilling Nissan engine, a class-leading oversized interior, and a breakthrough design. And now, just announced, the 2003 Nissan Altima with a $219 per month lease. Nissan Altima.
Suarez, I have some good news. I'm taking you out.
Oh, you said you had good news.
I do. I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico. Give me the ball.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I'm counting down.
Measuring traffic congestion.
Here we go.
Tickets for the Rad Boys now on sale. Call now. Pick up the phone. Call now.
One concert could generate hundreds of thousands of calls in an instant. At SBC, if we can handle hurricanes, floods, and earthquakes, we can handle the Rad Boys. Ready for anything.
Hello? Any more tickets?
SBC.
Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy, along with Tom Caron in Chicago. Red Sox on top 5-3. And Carlos Lee to lead it off here for the White Sox. Count of 1-1. John Burkett all of a sudden has retired 9 in a row. Has 3 strikeouts after giving up 4 doubles to begin the ball game tonight, and very quickly 3 runs to the White Sox. And he's been lights out ever since. And his ball club doing what they do best, and that's score runs. Red Sox coming up with 5 runs very quickly. Falling behind Carlos Lee, 3-1. On the ground to Garcia. Parra kind of a tough hop. Nomar throws him out for out number 1. Let's check out the game summary. I mentioned the troubles for Burkett, all that coming to the first 4 batters that he faced. 3 1/3 giving up 3 runs, and Bartolo Colon has given up 3 home runs. A 3-run shot for Ramirez. Millar and Nixon back-to-back in the second inning, and a very great start tonight for the White Sox. They've been cooled off ever since. One down. Jose Valentin pops it up foul. I said very great start for the Chicago White Sox, just to emphasize how good the start really was. Very great.
It's almost like wicked good, you know.
Yeah, right along the same line. The 0-1. Little miss. Told it May 4th of 2000. The Philadelphia Phillies were the last team to lead off a game with 4 doubles. They did that against the Cincinnati Reds. The White Sox able to do that tonight to the tune of 3 runs. There's the 1-2 to Valentin. Missing inside.
Funny quote from John Burkett. You know, he's been accused a couple of times this year of maybe doctoring the baseball. Angels thought he was doing it. Cardinals thought he was doing it. He said, well, if I'm cheating, I'm not very good because my ERA is up about 6.
Let's check in with Tom Caron. Tom?
Don, thank you. We're out here above center field on the fan walkway. Chauvin Walsh works for the White Sox, but you're from Peabody.
Yep, from Peabody, Massachusetts originally.
Now, you majored at MIT, you were telling me. In what now?
I'm actually a chemistry major, so living proof that if you want to change what you set out to do in life, you can do it.
What do you do here with the White Sox? You're interning, right?
Yes, I'm the guest relations intern, so I take care of a lot of the day of game staff, a lot of their employee incentives, anything like that, and a lot of odds and ends.
You're trying to get a career in baseball, so anybody watching back in Boston with the Red Sox.
I'd love to come home, guys. Here I am.
Yeah, you watch the broadcasts here. Nothing compared to Don and Jerry, right? You can tell us.
I can tell you guys, in fact, sometimes I go up to the suites, I'll be watching the White Sox game, and people will walk in and the Red Sox are on TV.
They don't like that.
I'm getting a little bit of a hard time in the office these days, but
you know, the lure of Don and Jerry is just too strong. Guys, back to you.
All right, Tom, thanks very much. Chemist, huh?
MIT.
And a chemist. Wants to work in baseball.
A combination of brains and beauty. Look at the guy's already making a move.
TC or the guy behind him?
No, the guy behind him. I would get TC in trouble. Look at this guy moving right in.
Right in, slid right in. TC's out. No space. No space for you. Part of her guest relations. And a 1-2. Yeah, there for strike 3. All of a sudden, Burkett outstanding. Another 1-2-3 inning. We played 4-5-3 Boston.
With Get It Now, only from Verizon Wireless, and enjoy the latest color gaming technology. Do it all on the sleek new Samsung A530. Available for a limited time at a great price. Head into a Verizon Wireless communication store near you before it's too late. Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
There's a better way to stay cool this summer. The same dependable people you rely on for all your heating needs also install, replace, and service central home air conditioning.
If this is how the world ends, only he can stop it. I am a machine. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, rated R, starts Wednesday, July 2nd.
Imagine comparing the Kia Optima to the Honda Accord. The Optima has a roomier interior. Power everything. It's built with safety in mind and has a 10-year warranty instead of 3. The V6 Kia Optima comes with much more than you'd imagine. Oh, and there's one more thing. The Optima is $3,875 less. Imagine that.
Visit your Eastern New England Kia retailers. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Back in Chicago, Red Sox on top 5-3 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Todd Walker to lead it off as he is 1 for 2 tonight. And we welcome Gina Millar, the wife of Kevin Millar, to the booth, and enjoying a Red Sox comeback so far tonight as Walker will take a strike. Wives have a very exciting event coming up, Gina.
Yes, we have the picnic in the park coming up. It's the first annual picnic in the park with the Boston Red Sox, and they're going to have the players and everything on the field, and it's Sunday, June 29th after the game.
Softly rolled back to Cologne, who throws out Todd Walker for the first out. Boston Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by Crown Royal, by New England Toyota dealers, and by Citizens Bank. Now, Gina, I got to ask you right out of the gate. Now, we've seen some of the jackets that the players have come up with. You got to show this one.
Okay.
Oh my.
Well, I don't know. Probably a lot of people know Kevin's a Harley fan, so I've done this one. Last year he was in Sports Illustrated, and they'd actually taken some photos of him on the baseball field with his Harley, and so I blew it up and put it on here, and we got the flames and everything around it. So
that's outstanding.
got Boston down one sleeve and Red Sox on the other with the flames, and
a lot of work.
Turned out pretty neat.
A lot of work.
I know. I think Kevin wants to keep it himself. So.
So that'll be on auction.
Right. We're doing. Every player has a jacket that the wife or the player is decorated, and so we're going to be doing a silent auction with those. It'll be in the silent auction.
A diving bid out there by Willie Harrison, center field, but Nomar stands at second base with a one-out double.
We've seen about 4 or 5 of those jackets, and they really have come out nice. Everybody's got a different look, obviously, and they should bring some pretty good cash, I would think.
Yeah, they have. Everybody's done a really good job with it. It's been really interesting to see all the different creativities of everybody and different interests of the players, and it's been neat. It's been fun.
Now, have the wives primarily done the jackets, or have some of the players done their own?
I think a couple of the players done their own. Some of them have come up with the idea of what they kind of how they wanted it, and most of the wives have done them. But some people have even like hired artists and stuff to help with it. Like the flames, I didn't paint on here. I had an artist friend in Texas who actually did it for me. So
this one will get back in out of play off the bat of Ramirez. And it's everything going to the diabetes research.
Right. It's all going to the Red Sox Foundation and the American Diabetes Association. Yes, it is. So they're going to have the fact sheet and everything about that, like the, top 10 signs if that you might be a diabetic and everything like that. So.
We're visiting with Gina Millar here in the top half of the 5th inning. 5-3 Red Sox on top. And part of the reason, a solo home run for Kevin Millar tonight to get the scoring started for Boston. How have you enjoyed Boston so far?
I love it. We're having a great time. I really enjoy it. We love the fans. We love the city. And it's just been a nice change.
Did you think you were headed for Japan?
Yeah, I kind of did. And I was keeping my fingers crossed that we wouldn't. But I'd kind of made my mind up, okay, well, if that's where I have to be there. But it worked out for the best, definitely. Especially with the war and everything like that. We were glad to be in the country.
Out of 1-1 to Ramirez. Bartolo Colon back out there for the 5th inning. And that's in there for the strike.
I'm sure you've had a chance to hit Michigan Avenue since you've been here.
Oh, yeah.
What do they call it? Miracle Mile?
Yeah, the Miracle Mile, yeah.
You get done with that mile, you got no money left.
How's Kevin's credit card looking right about now?
Oh, it's not too bad, actually. We slept late, so I didn't have much time to hit the shops today, but I'm planning on getting an early start tomorrow.
Always tomorrow.
I'm trying to make Oprah, too, and trying to get that to work out.
Oh, that's right. That's true, too. 1-2 misses to Manny. How can fans go about finding out about the information? Where can they call to go to this great event?
They can call 1-888-DIABETES, or also you can go to www.diabetes.org, and you could email Red Sox Wives at diabetes.org also, and leave a name, number, a number of tickets that you're interested in, and they will, contact them about getting the tickets. But it's going to be a great event, and a lot of the players are going to be there, and they're going to be doing events on the field. We're going to have photo opportunities set up, and they're going to have a chance to go in the dugouts and in the bullpen and see a little bit of the history too of Fenway as well. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it'll be a neat event. They're going to have cookout food. There'll be dinner for everybody, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Will Kevin bring the Harley right to the event, drive it right on the park?
I know. He's trying to get it shipped out to Boston, actually, as we speak. The weather was kind of a little yuck at first for him to be able to do that, but...
A little yuck is an understatement.
I know. I was like, we don't need that Harley out here right now. It's too dangerous, but maybe he'll have it by then.
Does he have more than one, or is he a one motorcycle guy?
No, he has more than one. He has a Softail Harley, which is the one that's on here, and it's got actually baseball stitching and stuff painted on. He had a custom paint job. Then he has the chopper style, the real bar hopper looking type, with all the chrome and the flashy,
I think that's the one Jerry would look good in.
If I had a Harley, that's the one I would want.
The chopper.
Yeah, like Peter Fonda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even ride on it. ridiculous. My seat is a suction cup seat on the fender, and that's it. So I'm lucky to go around the block on that one. That's about as far as I want to go.
See, I didn't know he was a biker guy until seeing this. He looks very comfortable on a Harley.
Yeah.
He looks like he should be on a Harley. Now
yeah, he's very comfortable.
I don't see Jerry on a Harley. I look at Jerry and I just...
You didn't know me when I was young.
You were on a Harley at one point. Did you have a motorcycle?
No.
Oh.
I've been on them, but I didn't own one.
2 on, 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning. Millar's homered and doubled, and he can't hold up on that pitch. It's 0-2. Are you going on to Philadelphia, or are you just here for Chicago?
I'm going on to Philadelphia. We've had a lot of company and relatives in town lately, and so it's kind of a little getaway for us.
Malone looking at second base. Really deliberate with runners on. And Millar takes ball 1, 1-2.
Action again out in the bullpen for the White Sox. It must be Sanders again for the second time tonight, loosening up.
And it is.
This is not the Bartolo Colon that we are accustomed to seeing, especially over the last couple of years with Cleveland. He was very effective against the Red Sox.
On the ground towards Valentin to second for 1 on the first. Inning-ending double play to wrap it up. Our thanks to Gina Millar for stopping by.
Thank you very much. Nice meeting you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Got an old buddy waiting for a visit in Washington?
With everyday low fares on Southwest Airlines, flying to BWI is your best route to the capital.
You are now free to move about the country.
When we designed the Nissan Altima, we put our foot down and came up with a thrilling Nissan engine, a class-leading oversized interior, and a breakthrough design. And now, just announced, the 2003 Nissan Altima with a $219 per month lease. Nissan Altima.
Syracuse fans, the orange is #1. Now, Sports Illustrated honors the national champion Syracuse Orangemen with a fantastic national championship package free with your paid subscription. Start out with a special Sports Illustrated National Championship hardbound collector's issue, celebrating the Orange's run to #1. It's gold-lettered and individually numbered, a cherished keepsake you'll treasure forever. Call now and you'll also get this collectible mini basketball designed exclusively for Sports Illustrated in celebration of Syracuse's first national championship. Both are free when you order 56 issues of Sports Illustrated for only $1.59 an issue. Save more than 50% off the cover price. When you use your credit card, you'll get another great gift available only from Sports Illustrated. This Syracuse National Championship hat free. Celebrate the #1 team in the nation with 3 great gifts from the nation's #1 sports magazine, Sports Illustrated. Call now.